Being in your 20s is weird. One minute you're living your best life, chasing dreams, meeting new people, creating content you're proud of. The next you're spiraling into a mini existential crisis, wondering if you're doing it all wrong because you don't have a real job or a normal routine. So welcome to my life as a 24-year-old model, content creator, creative CEO, a little bit of chaos, a bit of ambition, and a ton of figuring out as I go. So let's do it together. I feel like society expects you to have it all figured out. I know some of my friends are getting married. They're having kids. They have a stable career. They have consistent income. They're adulting while I'm over here making TikToks, making content, booking shoots, not having a consistent income, consistent workflow, a regular 9 to 5. And I'm out here still figuring it out, questioning if it's all going to work out. And I remember when I was younger and I always thought like, oh my God, like I'm almost to 25. I'm going to have it all figured out. I'm going to have this flourishing, stable career. I'm going to be with the person that I love. I'm going to do this and that. Girl, no one preps you for navigating your 20s. It's really about trying to figure out your identity, who you are and who do you want to be. And I saw some TikTok and some woman was like, I would not go back to my 20s. The 30s is when you went through the trial and error and like really knowing who you are as a person. So definitely your 20s is a little weird. Even if I'm still figuring it out, at least I'm doing what I love, because I will be damned if I'm at the end of my life and just regret what path I went on and regret, oh, I didn't get to do this. I didn't reach my full potential because I just listened to other people and what they told me I should be doing. As actors and as models, we really have to be disciplined in making sure that we manage our time properly, having that confidence in yourself to like be able to book things yourself and like not rely on anyone else to come and save you and help you and like lead you the way. Like you have to do it yourself. So I know I put in the work and the time and the effort to be where I'm at today. So affirming that every time you go to set, every time you step into a space or environment that you just don't feel like you fit, you're there for a reason. It lights me up because money cannot fuel your career, cannot fuel your passion, because that will die out and you will be burned out. So right now I'm going through some growing pains. I am trying to boost my career, but it's all going to work out in the end. Even on those hard days when you spent hours editing a piece of content and it only got 10 likes. Maybe you didn't book a casting or a modeling job you wanted. Maybe you put your blood, sweat, and tears and time into a business and you launched your first product and you got no revenue. It's all about the passion behind it and your why behind it to make you keep on going. Because if you were doing a career that you didn't really care about, you weren't passionate about, there will be no fuel or fire under your ass to keep on going. I to consider myself a creative CEO, but there are no boundaries. The sky's the limit because it's endless. And I get it. When you don't see the immediate effects right away, it can be discouraging. So I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. So drop a comment of if you've ever felt like you had a question what your passion was, what you're doing in life, and let's just hype each other up. Comment below what you're working towards, because that's what we're doing in 2025. We're leveling up. Leveling up, you have to go out of your comfort zone and do new things. One of the perks of being in the creative industry is getting to experience things I would have never imagined a few years ago, like being invited to events for the first time where I was surrounded by other creatives who just get it, who are also out here chasing their dreams, ignoring the noise, and making it work. Building businesses, brands, and getting paid to create because they put themselves out there, and that's what your 20s should be all about. Taking risks, meeting new people, and getting out of your comfort zone. After fun nights like that, my social battery hits 0, and suddenly I'm like, okay, time to lock in, go-go's, fix my entire life, which honestly is valid, but staying home doesn't automatically mean peace and productivity. Half the time it's me in a hoodie, procrastinating, spiraling, and trying to convince myself what I'm doing is actually going to work. It's not all aesthetically pleasing, it's burnout, doubt, why am I still living at home, should I be something differently? Let's normalize the unaesthetic of being in your 20s. People love to glamorize the creative lifestyle. Oh my God, it must be so easy to be an influencer, a content creator, a model, an actor. Oh my God. Okay, let's be real. It is a grind because you are not doing a 9 to 5. You are doing a 24/7 job. The constant filming, editing, practicing scripts, auditioning. Oh my God. But honestly, as I say all that, and it does sound stressful, I would not trade it for anything else because I'm building something that's mine. I'm the boss of myself. I'm doing something that I love. A lot of people cannot say that in this lifetime. So if you're in the same position, you're building a brand, you're building a business, you're a creative freelancer, lifestyler as me, I see you, I hear you, I understand you. Okay, we are in this together. Felt a little inspired. You were like, oh my God, I relate to this so much. Or like, damn, Carly, you didn't have to call me out like that. Let me go do some action towards my goals. then I did my job. So comment below what you're working towards and let's hype each other up because we cannot be alone in this creative and chaotic lifestyle. Thank you so much for being here and watching me navigate my 20s and figuring things out, as well as being on this creative journey towards my goals. But if you're feeling the same way, okay, you're going after a passion that you really want to do, but also uncertain of how others will perceive you, maybe about judgment, comparing yourself, if it's all going to work out, you're not alone and it's okay to feel ambitious but also uncertain because that's what your 20s are all about. Let's just keep following our why, our passion, keep showing up and having fun and figuring things out and making it work because everything happens for you, not to you. Everything happens for a reason and everything will fall into place. And I can't wait to see you beautiful people in the next video, and we're just leveling up, becoming the main character. So I'll see you there. Bye!